What's up, WWE Champions Universe? It's Rusty from Champions Chat. Excited to bring you a break it down for probably my favorite female superstar, Alexa Bliss. Brand new Twisted Bliss in the April MLC. We're going to check her out and see what she's capable of. Um, well, what before we do that, let's look at she's a chaotic trickster who has a modern era and a raw link. She also has some gear, which I have not unlocked yet for the sake of this break it down. I could do that, but I've got her at 6-star silver on my content account here. And the first move set I want to look at is triple blue, very straightforward. Kind of reminds me of Tech Miz in the fact that she's going to do 738k damage and choose a 5x1 to make it a snowfall gem. So that'll be our top row. Modify all gems below it into silence gems when broken by you, then deal 942k damage and choose a 5x1 area to swap into red gems. And then after that, right, we're going to turn all those silence gems, we're going to turn 21 of those silence gems into multiply gems, strength of 5, dealing like 650k on the move damage there. Then we're going to turn that area of silence and multis in, it's a 5x6 area. We're going to deal 784k damage, blow it up, and we've got a reversal there that if they hit an MP increase move, we're going to steal the turn, deal 1.42 million, and make 17 additional random gems into multi strength of 8. So that's a nice little defense baked in. The entourage that I've set up for here is yeah, really basic, kind of a free to play entourage. We've got our guys that specialize in blue gem damage and blue MP and blue multis. So all of which should be pretty acquirable for the community. Um, so that's kind of what I wanted to start off with. Also, I set the strap up what I think is going to be a really strong combination of plates. I've got the Pyro Princess Flaming Glove. When you make 6 or more multis, increase blue by 50%. So it's nothing, extraordinary. And then when you activate a blue move, increase your blue gem damage by 50%. So incremental gains here. And I've got the blue Fury 2 on it for 200% blue move damage. Let's take her on the road and see what she can do. Well, we're here in the WrestleMania ring against Showboat Bailey, who's at just under 35k, so she's at 6 silver opponent as well. So we're going to lay that top row down. I'm going to put it over here on the right so that we prevent our cascade risk a little bit from that extra red that was over there on the left. You see, we're hitting this. How many multis did we make just now? We made 21. All right, so we're going to hit that finisher. Bailey's at 27 million health. We're going to hit it. Let's see what that does to her. 21 million damage there at 6 silver. So that'd be about 42 million at gold. And you noticed I didn't really emphasize the multi-gem trainers. So I think we can actually boost that up a bit if I go back in and switch over to Rowan. I think Rowan will be a nice little upgrade there. Well, I've added Rowan on, and he he's going to give us, well, I guess 50% more multi damage, and at gold he'll give us 75% more. You know what I also want to do is just to show you, and we'll experiment with this together, whether or not the basic plate of total silence will actually give us multis from the snowfall silence gems or not. I feel like some of you are going to try to test this and you're either going to be pleased or disappointed with the results. So I thought I would just get ahead of it and we would try it together and see what it did. Here's Alexa's intro coming out with Lily in the WrestleMania ring. This would be a great match for Mania. Just for the old days of This Is Your Life, Bailey. Oh man, taking it back. Okay, here we go. So we're trying to find out, will this um, total silence activate or not? And it did activate, but you saw the cascade. It's real, folks. But look, we've got the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think maybe 2 of them were broken. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, 1 was broken. So there's 7. Well, we're going against the silver opponent, not in feud. So we were able to live to tell the tale. But if this were a feud, I have a feeling it would be game over. But let's see how hard she hits with that combo. Yeah, so 26 million, which is, times 2 at gold would be 52 million, plus a little harder because Rowan would be up to 75%. Stunning Steve would be up to, 40%. So our entourage would scale up as well. So I would estimate conservatively that would be a 60 million hit at gold, what we just did. Yeah, so here's the next move set we're going to look at is starting with the sub, which I know some of you that's going to instantly rule it out, but we're starting with the chokehold, and we're going to create 7 purple submission gems, and we're going to need that to get our finisher loaded because our finisher's 10 MP. And stealing, look at that, 402k damage for 3 turns. That's pretty high damage for a sub trainer. I mean, for a sub move. Um, and if it's going to leave trap gems, submission gems broken by you make 4 random gems into leech gems, strength of 236k broken by you, 426 damage, make 4 random gems into purple. So basically, we're looking at 2-click on turn 2 after we fill our finisher up with the Sunset Flip Power Bomb, 989k damage. So maybe a move damage strap would be solid here. But make 34 random gems into trap gems if broken by your opponent. Again, make 4 random gems into leech, 236k broken by you, 426k damage, make 4 gems into purple. So the traps are all going to have the same ability. And then we're going to hit this signature move here, Twisted Bliss. It's just over 1 million damage and destroy 18 random trap gems. But hardcore, if opponent's class is Technician, first deal 1.4 damage and increase your purple gem damage by 147% for 1 turn. So we're going to be looking for Technicians. I mean, that's really, really good. But this is the brand new Entourage member, Jesse the Body Ventura. Traps gems do 100% more damage. Red moves start with 2 more MP. So if it's perfect on Alexa's sub move, we got a 4 MP trainer. And then we got Acro Dragon for traps do 100%. Moves that generate traps create 2 more traps. And we've got Zombie Brett. Purple gems do 30%. Multiplies do 60% more damage. And let's show you what's on her strap. So we switched things up for this move set. We added that purple Fury 2, and we added the All Heart plate. Really accessible plate. Generate 3 or more subs. Increase your purple gem damage by 100% for 2 turns. So this is kind of the really accessible, free-to-play build, but I wanted to see what it would do. So she's an A-tier character, so there'll definitely be some free-to-play members of the community that get this. And of course, we've got 99 MP, but I'm going to go ahead and load right there. So I'm going to make 4. It's going to break another one, 5. And then we want to actually leave some traps on the board. So let's try something like this. See what she can do. So that would load our finisher. And I mean, it drained her MP, right? So she did she had to swipe. I'm going to create all those trap gems. And then I'm going to hit the finisher. Let's keep an eye on the damage here. We've got our all heart plate activated. So it was well over 26 million damage because of her health went down, to zero. So conservative estimate at the very minimum, that was 52 million at gold. But I don't think that's the best move set for her. I don't think that's even the best strategy for her or the best plates. But I wanted to demonstrate, to a variety of roster levels what might work. I think the Cloverleaf triple purple is a little better. Make 37 random sub gems and 393k for 3 turns, and the trap gems are going to have the same as the Sunset Flip Power Bomb. So now we are looking at, here's what's odd, right? We've got a 6 MP Sunset Flip and a 10 MP finisher, and yet this 7 MP Cloverleaf does not load or charge. So we're still going to need to do something over here to get it entourage wise to get it loaded. Yeah, so here's my most basic entourage that I could think of, right? Is Woods and Gunther. Gunther's going to give us 2 MP and 40 purple gem damage. There's certainly better upgrades, but if we want to try to hit this sub too early on, All Heart still works here. All Heart still works, but we could do a few other things with it. Trying to see here. I mean, yeah, we could go Purple Rumble. We could go Purple Defense. We could go, here's the one I wanted to add. Bubba Ray Specs, right? So I think this is kind of where scaling up the damage and scaling up the pieces as well. Whenever we hit a purple move, increase purple gem damage by 50% for 1 turn. Yeah, triple purple is a great way to get a couple of activations on Bubba Ray Specs. Well, we're back against Bailey. So I like that we can just click the sub and not worry about it, not have to choose moves. It goes a lot faster than the red sub move does. And it leaves us way, way more traps on the board. But what I discovered in playing around with this is that when we hit the sunset flip, we're going to completely cover up all those leech gems that Bailey created from her swipe, which is not a bad thing, but it's an interesting dynamic that if you're running triple purple, you'll need to be aware of. So let's hit that finisher and break 18 of the traps. Now that should boost. We got a couple of activations for the Bubba Ray specs. It's blowing up the board nicely. And it took 26 million at least of her health away. So again, most conservative estimate possible would be 52 million at gold. But I think we hit quite a bit harder than that. And I'll show you what this is kind of like what I think is going to be the most powerful build next. Okay, this is the big girl build. So we've got the 8th anniversary. It's a trap plate on. Whenever you make 8 or more trap gems, 8 random gems into multi-strength of 8, which is going to be really nice on that board. And Tama's chest. Whenever you make 6 or more trap gems, increase your purple gem damage 300% for turn 1. So this is the same combo of plates that are so incredible on Julius Creed. And she does essentially the same thing as Julius. It just, this 10 MP finisher is, yeah, it's tough. There's no way around it. I wish there were. So we can do one of 2 ways. The first way is, okay, so because we've added on our, it's a trap plate, we're probably going to take out Gunther, and we're going to be looking for somebody that's going to help us with our multi-charge and with purple. Unfortunately, That's at this point, there's no Hall of Famer in that cycle that does two purple MP. There's the very rare, Tech Rock, Nation Rock would be great right there. Or you can look for beep 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 beep. Who's the other one I was thinking right there? I may just leave Julius on for this. Yeah, we don't need. I mean, Nation Rock is like. I don't want you guys to rise up against me because I didn't. Um, but yeah, you could add in. You could start adding in some more rare gem modifiers here. Leonardo would be a great one. Even Memrock might help a little bit. Not sure it's going to do more than just Dragon straight up though for 100%. But let's see what's going on. So we have a lot higher, um, a lot higher health opponent now because I think we're going to be dealing a lot more damage, and we'll see after this what we can get it up to all the way. But I really like this build here. Hit those multis and drain Jade. See all that yellow MP go away. Get out of here. We don't need you. Very nice. Now notice It's a Trap does not trigger from a sub move that leaves behind trap gems. It's a Trap did not have enough space to leave any multis, so there aren't any multis on the board from It's a Trap. That's interesting. And then as we hit that finisher, Jade's at 72 million health. Okay, now we're going off here with the purple and the traps. Yeah, Jade goes down to like 32 million health. So that's like 40 million at silver, which would be, 80 million at least at gold. So that's an 80 million 3-move sequence. Yeah, so what if we wanted to try to take her into feud and 2-click and add all the powerful stuff? This is probably what we'd be working with, at least at silver, but we would just be hitting the sunset flip powerbomb into the Twisted Bliss. We'd put Woods and Mellow on for 8 MP, Santa for 9, and the level will give us our 10th. So arguably, this is going to be a really fast, and I think our Tama plate is certainly going to help us. And I think the anniversary plate's actually going to make multis in this scenario. Well, she's fully loaded. I mean, so we would just click our sunset flip. It's a Trap plate triggers. We've got our 8 multis on the board. We'd hit our finisher, Twisted Bliss. Pow. So that was like 29 million. So that's 60 million. 60 million at gold, 29 million at silver. 2-click, fast and furious. If you've got anything better for her, like Fury 3s, right? Those new tier 6 medals, you can really go off there. I think the final thing we need to do is just see her with the gear. Let's try that 2-click build with the gear. So this is for all my furious feuders out there who would okay, here's her gear. We'll go back. I had not equipped it yet, so we will equip the gear. You just go back to career battle. We'll get that gear on. Well, we've got the gear equipped now. Purple gems are going to do 150% more damage, and she's got a new outfit. She got her logo on the back. With before the gear, she had her Bray jacket that she wore at Royal Rumble, where it said Fiend. The R was very small, so it said Fiend Forever or Friend Forever. Got her Bray tribute. Oh yeah, let me turn that gear look back on, and we'll take it on the road with this same build of the you know, I'm not sure we can test out like maybe Leonardo versus Zombie Brett, but I think this is like as whaley as we can get. Tama plate, it's a trap plate, and 100% gem damage strap and the gear. Well, we've got all the tricks on now. And we're going to 2-click this and see what it can do. 76 million health, Jade Cargill. And this is not using the hardcore even against the tech. So this is without the hardcore bonus. Boom goes the dynamite. Jade goes down to 22 million. So that's like 50 million. Yeah, that was a 100 million hit, a gold. That was pretty good. And that's what I like about these A tier characters is like they're kind of modular and can be scaled up and kind of tricked out when you add all the good stuff. So there's a lot of different things you can do with this Alexa. And I hope you've enjoyed this break it down. I hope you found the best way for you to run her with the things you have on your roster. And stay tuned later this month. I'm not sure when we're going to do it, but we're going to power rate Twisted Bliss and see how she does in that. So be sure to check out that video, and we'll see you next time, friends.